Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Stitcher. My name is Megan. You can find me on Instagram as Megan_Babauta_ on Ravelry as Mama Made VM, and you can email me at theseattlestitcher@gmail.com. So disclaimer, I don't think I'm going to edit this video very much. I just gave birth to my son 3 weeks ago now, so I guess I can't say adjust, but I'm just not gonna have enough time to really put into editing and everything, so hopefully you guys don't mind. I'll just do my best to show the patterns and everything, so I'll probably pop those on the screen, but that'll be just about it. And I might not have a description box just so that I can actually get content out and like things aren't piling up on me, but I might not have a description box. So if you do want to link to anything, please just comment below, let me know what you're interested in, and I will try to get you the link just as a direct response in a comment. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. But anyway, as I say, you are all very, very welcome here. So I have a lot of life stuff. Obviously, I just had a baby, but I'll save that to the end, and I'm just gonna hop right in and start with my starts. I've got my little basket here full of the stuff that I've been working on in the past 3 weeks. My son, he's kind of in and out of sleep right now. Hoping he stays asleep so that I can at least film. But anyways, I do actually have a new start. So Bridget, the museum stitcher, she is just my Stitchy twin. I love her so much, and I honestly, like, the second I found her channel, I've been obsessed with her ever since. And she had sent me this gift, which is a really cute little pattern called Cross Stitch Makes Everything Okayer. It's designed by Rebecca Noland, but it's a Lucy Beam. I think that's the brand, Lucy Beam 11 Stitches. So that's the pattern. Super cute, love it. I'm using all the Colorwork flosses because Bridget actually kitted this up and sent it to me. She had originally kitted it up with a really nice like lilac fabric though, and I did end up swapping out the fabric just because I had a cut of, I think this is a fabric of the month. Yeah, Sand Dollar from Stitch Me. I had a cut left over from another project. I'm not sure what else I'm stitching on this fabric, but this is only half of it. So anyways, like I said, all the Colorwork flosses, but I am using this Sand Dollar, which is a 36 count Stitch Me fabric. And here is my small little start. So this was her birthday, Sal. We were just chatting, and she was saying how like she wanted to start something for her birthday, but she wasn't really sure. And I was like, well, I'm going to start something for your birthday. Because I just love her, and this reminds me of her because she purchased it for me after my uncle died last year. He had passed away. He had cancer, and it was really rapid diagnosis. Unfortunately, he passed very quickly, and so I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him or anything, but you know, sometimes that is just the way it is, I suppose. But this reminds me of him, reminds me of her, and I decided to go ahead and start this. She had it kitted up as well because she bought the PDF, and so me and the girls ended up starting this because then I think Cam started it, and then Marjorie picked out some flosses as well. So we've all kind of decided to have a little birthday start for Bridget. So I do have every color on the chart stitched except for the yellow. The yellow is only 2 dots in between every single flower. So yeah, I just kind of had a small start with that. I stitched on this for several days. It's just hard to find time right now with the baby being so little, and he's definitely been a handful, so it's been tricky, but I'm trying to stitch when I can, when I'm not too exhausted, and also just sleep when I can, you know, because he does stay up most nights, but that's just the way it is. He's a baby. So that was my one start. I know I'm having a year of like minimal starts and stuff, but honestly, like, I was talking to some of my girlfriends about that, and I think a lot of us are just like, you know what, I'm just gonna start whatever I feel like starting. And I did feel like starting a little birthday start for Brendan's birthday, and I don't think I'm gonna like hold it against myself, you know. I wanted to have a small, and I wanted something that made me remember Bridget. So that was a good, fun little start. My next project, this is probably the thing that I pulled out the most in the past month, but I still have very minimal progress on. So I'm gonna have to pop a picture on the screen for this one, but this is my Modern Folk Embroidery 2022 stitch along. It's that like traditional, I think it's a Dutch sampler, and I'm stitching mine on a 36 count color, or no, Fiber on a Whim Cream and Sugar, and Color and Cotton in the colorway Cloves. So beautiful floss, really love it. Again, this is Cloves. It's so pretty, I absolutely love it. And I don't have a picture of where I was last. I'm so sorry about that. I'm just really forgetful because I'm getting very little sleep, so. But I know I did get some progress. So here's where I am. Honestly, I was inspired to start this because I really love Cam's, from Cam the Stitcher. She has hers on like a neutral fabric in, I think, 310, and it just looks so good. And one of my viewers, actually, one of you guys, sent me this pattern because you had purchased a year-long stitch along when it was still like a mystery, and you ended up not liking it, but you know me very well because this is totally my style. So my first name is a lot shorter than the name in the pattern because I did go ahead and edit it to be my name. So I think I am going to add a small little something there, like maybe just one of these little tiny guys just up in here somewhere. But yeah, I'm really liking this. I think it looks super cute. And I think what I did since last was went a little bit further in the border, got these 2 cherubs done, I think, and then started the flowers here. This was going to be the piece that I brought to the hospital, but then I remembered the last time I gave birth, having a C-section and all the meds you're on and everything, you're not going to be stitching. And then also, like, I didn't want to bring anything to the hospital that had a little tiny needle because I was worried about losing it and, you know, accidentally dropping it or something. So I didn't bring anything to the hospital to work on, and that was just fine. I did not miss it. I just enjoyed, my goodness, sorry about the loud cars. I just enjoyed the time in the hospital with my husband and the new baby. But yeah, I really love this project, still really excited about it. If I am up to date on tracking this, because I do use Markup RXP, and that does give you stitch count as well as the percentage complete. So if I have the percentage, I will pop it on the screen here. But I think goals wise, I would like to get that to 20% by the end of the year, and I think that's manageable because I'm not sure where I'm at right now, but I know the bottom half is a little bit more dense stitching because I think that that's where Cam is at on hers, and she had mentioned that it was like heavy stitching. So yeah, we'll see. But anyways, the next thing I worked on, which is actually the last thing I worked on, and then I'll move into knitting, is I decided for Pick-a-Whip, Marjorie from Marjorie Made, right? Look, I'm running on, no joke, probably 10 hours of sleep for the past week, and that's been pretty consistent. Just because my baby likes to sleep all day and then stay up all night. I'm not asking for advice on how to fix that. I go to a doctor, okay? Like a pediatrician, and they are the ones who are helping me, so I'm going to take their advice just because they obviously are pediatricians. But I just don't want the influx of like suggestions because I'm already really overwhelmed and extremely exhausted, so I hope you guys can understand that I don't want the advice. But anyways, since I'm getting so little sleep, I tend to not remember anything. It's so bad. It's crazy how bad it is, but I'm gonna try my best with this video, okay? But anyways, the last project I worked on for Pick-a-Whip, because Marjorie Made, she has this whole system from Pick-a-Whip, and it's amazing. Her videos are amazing. Definitely go check her out because she does, on Instagram, she does the poll twice a month, every month, and then she also puts it on her community page on YouTube, so it's accessible if you already are a subscriber, or if maybe you just wanted to give her a follow on Instagram, whatever it may be. It's kind of like WipGo, but it's not strict like WipGo is, and that's definitely what I needed because I don't like when like it's like you have to get this many amount of stitches or you have to work on this project. I just know for myself, the second I'm like, oh, Megan, you have to work on that project, my mind is going to be like, nope, you're not working on that. But anyway, berries or fruits or something like that. Again, sorry, bad memory right now, was the thing that was for Pick a Whip. And so I decided to pull out this, which is Teresa Kogut's Come to the Garden. And it has a huge berry basket in the chart. And so I knew that I wanted to work on this one, and I just haven't pulled it out in quite some time anyways. I don't have a picture of where I was before, so sorry about that, but I'm stitching this on, I think 36 count fawn by Picture This Plus. Let's see. Yeah, 36 count fawn by Picture This Plus. And here is where I am at. So all I have done is I got the basket added in. Every single one of the strawberries, I only had the dark red, so I added in all of the lighter red pink color as well. And I'm just completing out the rest of the little, kind of going back and forth between leaves and the basket fill-in. So like this was one thread of basket fill-in, and then I decided, okay, I'll go to the green, I'll get some leaves done, finish out this thread, and then go back to the basket, back and forth. I have 2 more strawberries that I need to add in. They're like over here somewhere. And then I will be done with this freaking basket. It's a nightmare to stitch because it is on 4 pages, and it's really hard to track like where you were at when you're looking at the crossover. So there's 3, it shows you 3 rows of where you were on the last page, right? But sometimes you have to flip like through pages to get to the where you need to be to continue stitching. And because it's all the same green and similar shaped leaves with the same shaped strawberries and the same colors and symbols, it's really hard to track where you were at. So I'm struggling with that, but I think I've got it figured out. And it's almost done now, so that's great. So I just pulled this one out yesterday, and I was able to get, yeah, the whole basket. So that's great. Oh, you know what? I just came over here and realized I stitched on another thing too. So this is the Drawn Thread Welcome Halloween. I love this pattern. I think it's so cute. I can't believe I forgot that I worked on this, but I'm not doing the call for flosses. I'm just doing a stash conversion. If you are interested in what I'm using, send me an email, a DM on Instagram, or just comment below, like I said, and let me know. I will say though, like one of the oranges I'm using, I don't know if it's one that you can always get, because it was from a Halloween box that my aunt had gifted me by Stitchy box. So anyways, just a mix of DMCs and then the one fancy floss, which is a color and cotton floss. It's super bright, but I'm loving it. And then I'm stitching this on, I think 32 or 36 count. I think 36 count flax by Swigart. And here is where I'm at. So I had this letter complete, and I got these 2 letters done. I haven't done the back stitching because I'm kind of saving that for the end, just because I don't want to crush it in the hoop while I'm scooting the hoop on over. But yeah, I've just been kind of pulling similar colors to the called for, but also kind of making it a little bit more vibrant. Like my orange is obviously a lot more vibrant than the called for. I did the orange in the hat as well, and I don't know, I'm just really loving this, and I love this fabric. I actually realized it's the perfect neutral because look at how good the white shows up on it. Isn't that amazing? I feel like it's hard to find like good neutrals that are not too dark and not too light, that the white really pops on. So I'm really happy with this. So happy, in fact, that I actually ordered all that was left in stock from this shop that I randomly found on Etsy, because I have these Prairie Schooler Halloween pieces, and I have 4 of them, and I really love them, but they all called for Witchelt's lamb's wool, which is very similar in color. I loved the color of that fabric. It's a really good neutral, but it's very, very stiff. And the called for with those is 2/2, which I do like the look of. Like this is 2/2 as well. I like the look of this. It looks amazing. And this is on 36 count. That lamb's wool, it just destroys my DMCs. I've tried using beeswax. I've tried using, what is that? It's like a little tub wax something. I forget what it's called. I don't remember. But anyways, I've tried all of that, right? and nothing has helped. That fabric just completely shreds. And also it is a nightmare to get my needle through when it's really dense packed in stitches because it's such a tight weave. So I went ahead and ordered all that this shop had left. We're having a sale, and so it was a really good deal. It was only like $10 a yard or cut, and I ordered all the pieces they had left so that I can use this fabric for my Halloween pieces. And I'm hoping that it was 3 cuts that I ordered, 3 or 4. I'm hoping it's big enough. I didn't read the description of how big it was. I just decided to purchase whatever I could. But it'll be fine. Those pieces are really small, the Prairie Schooler ones. But anywho, I'll have a good portion of this left as well, just because it's so long and narrow. I don't know if it'll fit in a standard frame, but it'd be cool if it did. I might honestly just make it a little flat fold that stands, because I think, you know, it being a seasonal piece, I'm only gonna have it up during Halloween regardless, and well, probably fall Halloween, because I put my Halloween stuff up pretty early and kind of leave it up through the fall time. It's just, you guys know, it's my favorite holiday. I love Halloween. But yeah, that was my last whip. And I will say, I have another project in my basket here I'm going to talk about, because I've been really itching to start this one, and I don't know why. Like, I have not been in a starting mood in a long time, but I really want to start this project. So maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Let me know. Because I know that, like, with how little sleep I've been getting, I've been making a lot of mistakes on my pieces, and I'm having to cut out all of the stitching that I do in the first place, which is kind of annoying. But I really want to start this. I don't know. I might do it. Let me know. Am I crazy? Should I not start it? Should I keep to my minimal starts and be good? What do we think? So this is Spring Quaker by Leela Studio. I just really want to stitch it. It's so cute, and I love the freaking basket so much. I love everything about this piece. I honestly wish that I had purchased an Aida for this, because this would be a good Aida project. I'm pretty sure nothing is 1/1. Yeah, the wording doesn't look like it's 1/1. It looks like it's regular, like 1/2 or whatever they did to stitch the piece. But yeah, I love it. And I saw the Huga Stitcher. She was stitching this with the called for, or yeah, it's technically the called for DMC, because they do give you a full DMC conversion. But I was gonna buy all the fancy flosses, which can be quite costly, right? Well, I saw her stitching hers, and she used all the DMC. It looks so good, so good. I was like, oh, I'm not buying those fancy flosses. I'm not getting that DMC. So I did get all the DMCs. The only one that I didn't purchase enough of is there's one that you need 3 skeins of. So I will have to purchase a couple extra skeins, but I'll have to look in my floss boxes first and see if I have it. But I kind of want to start it. I've got all my flosses ready. Well, I need to floss drop them, and that's time consuming. And when you got a new little baby, might not have time for that, but we'll see. And this is Not Another Sampler, which is, again, was a fabric of the month, and from the Stitch Me. Really pretty fabric. I love it. I think the piece is only going to take up like half or maybe a third of this. I need to map it out and see, but it's a 36 count that I have. It's so pretty. This is a really, really good neutral. It's kind of golden colored, but I feel like this would be so cute. I don't know. I'm feeling these like springy vibes, which is weird for me because I'm not usually a spring person. But honestly, I think I'm just excited for like warmer weather, nicer weather. I'm excited to like go outside with Amira, my daughter. She's 6 years old now, and so it's just like, it's really fun to go to the pool and like relax and hang out with her in the summertime. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, like I said, am I delusional? Should I start this? We'll see. That was all my cross stitch though, so if that's all you stuck around for, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you guys sticking around and still continuing to watch, even though my upload schedule has been a little crazy since the last trimester of my pregnancy and everything. It's been a crazy, crazy time. But it's been fun. I'm going to move on into knitting because I have been doing some colorwork knitting, and I also completed some objects. So I think the only thing I completed since I filmed last was this little hat. I'll pop a picture on the screen. This, I used the colorway 14 karat, and it is a oh, you know, I don't remember the yarn company, but I'm sure it's not even a dye, like not even a dyer that's available any longer because I got it so many years ago. But anyways, I really loved the yarn. It was super cute, and my neighbor, she just had a baby, and I'm going to knit her daughter, her daughter is her newborn, a little sweater, and I purchased the yarn for that as well, but she has a son, and I didn't want to leave her son out, so I knit him that little hat, and I thought it turned out super cute. Absolutely loved it. It was adorable, and I already gifted that to her, so I don't have it with me here anymore. But that was my only finished object, I believe. From there, though, I did cast on a sweater right before I gave birth. I was looking for the book because the book has a picture in it. But anyways, this is from I think the book is called Nordic Knits, and it's a Norwegian pattern designer. I forget his name, sorry. But I love his patterns, and I'll pop a picture on the screen of the pattern itself because I did change it quite a bit. I'm using mostly I'm using mostly BC Garn Bio Shetland, and this is a fingering weight 100% wool yarn. It's very soft in my opinion. I think it's not scratchy at all. It's a lot softer than the cones of yarn that I typically use for color work. So I really like it. So I'm using this cream color, this dark navy blue, which I think is beautiful. This rust color is the only one that I'm using that is from the cones of yarn that I have in my stash, and I love this color. It's beautiful. And my last contrast color is this bright, like robin's egg blue, or Tiffany blue, I suppose. These two colors together are my favorite color combination. I just love this color combo. I know it maybe not necessarily what's in style right now, and it may be a little outdated, but I love this color combo. And so I felt like together, it just like these two toned down these two to make it work. Honestly, for a while, I was not sure if I liked it. Like, I kept messaging my girlfriends, like, does this look good? Does this work? But it's a cardigan. I'm knitting the size large, which honestly, when I cast it on, I was 9 months pregnant, obviously. And I was like, oh, is this gonna fit me? But I do think it will. I think it'll be plenty big. And here's where I'm at. So yeah, I've gotten quite a bit of knitting done on this. It is knit with, like I said, the fingering weight yarn, and the needle size is a 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 3, I believe. And I'm using my Chagu interchangeable set with the 4-inch tips. That's my favorite. The 4-inch just fits nicely in my hands. They also offer a 5-inch tip. For instance, my hand's a little bit over 5 inches from bottom of my, I don't know what you call this, but like from my wrist to the top of my finger, my hand is only 5 inches long. So having a 4-inch tip works great for me because a 5-inch tip is just going to be a little bit too long. But if you're someone who has longer hands, you might like the longer tip, because a lot of the time when you're knitting, the shaft of the needle kind of rests on that part of your hand. So anyhow, that's just my little tip for ordering needles if you don't have like a yarn store nearby that you could try them out first. But yeah, really liking this. Really love the yarn. I think it's super soft, and honestly, I don't know how much I'll wear it just because it is kind of like, you know, kitschy colors, but I think it's really cute. And you guys know I'm kind of on a quest to knit a lot of these colorwork sweaters out of these 2 specific colorwork books I have. And yeah, this was one of them. I think the next thing I want to do is like also, or not also, but next pattern I want to do is one that has like the traditional swirl sort of patterns, but I might scratch that itch by continuing to knit on my my other colorwork sweater, which is a Skein Knits pattern. Again, another Norwegian designer. I'm Norwegian. I'm an American Norwegian though, and so I just really love the traditional classic colorwork sweaters. And the Kosakofta is a pattern that I have loved since I first saw it, and I am knitting away on that. I did get some more progress on this piece as well. These I am using my whole super soft cones. I'm holding it double, so 2 balls of the black and 2 balls of the nougat, which is this mid-tone gray color. But here is where I am at. Let me make sure I don't drop any stitches. Here's where I'm at. So you knit a long strip of just regular, you know, stitching here, and you fold that up under and stitch it down so that it weighs down the brim and like make sure that there's no rolling happening, because this is like what I mean when I say that it rolls on itself. But this will be right where that line is there. It'll be sewn underneath, so it'll be a nice flat surface. But anywho, I haven't blocked it or anything. I might honestly block it today just for funsies. Why not? I love after you block something how nice and beautiful your stitches look. But I have gotten a bit more progress, and I am like midway through the repeat of another Colorwork chart up here, which is in kind of a mirror image of this one down here. So you can see these mirror each other, and then this mirrors down here, and then, well, kind of, it's a little different down there. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep on knitting away on this one. This is a very heavy jacket though, because it is a jacket, and it's gonna be very oversized. My 9-month pregnant self thought that this would be a good size. Now I realize it's like more my husband's size, which he's like a 2XL, 3XL men's, but it's okay. Either he'll wear it when he goes outside in the evenings, or I will wear it just as a comfy jacket for outside. But yeah, I still really like it. And you know, I've talked about this in other videos, but I do particularly want to knit things larger than my own size, because I'm about a size medium women's right now, and I think that I want in the future, because these pieces I am knitting with wools that will last a long time, many lifetimes. I want them to fit many different bodies, and so I need to knit like an array of sizes. So like this sweater, the cardigan, is a size large. This is I think the 2XL is what I casted on in the pattern. Which is plenty big for me, and I think it'll still be really cute. We'll see. It might be a little too oversized, but we'll see. The sweaters that I knit for my grandma, those are pretty tiny. My grandma, she's only 4'10", and she's pretty petite, so like those sweaters are pretty small. So I do have an array of sizes that I've knit so far. Obviously I don't have the sweaters that I knit for my grandma, and I do have one that I just needed to finish the sleeves on, and it'll be done. So I need to cast on those sleeves probably this summer, because that's a quick little, you know, bring to the pool, easy in the round knitting for me. But yeah, I love it. I love it. It smells so sheepy and amazing. So I love it. And that is actually all of my knitting, I think. Like I said, I'm knitting a sweater for my neighbor. So I had found these really cute like sweater patterns that I wanted to knit for my daughter. I'll pop a picture on the screen and include the designer's name, because they design amazing sweaters for little ones. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I showed my daughter though. My daughter did not like them. She's definitely more of a tomboy the older she gets. She wants to play outside and just go crazy, but at the same time she loves dresses. So it's either one or the other, it depends on the day, right? But she did not like the sweaters. Well, my neighbor just had a little girl, and I was messaging her and was like, could I knit your daughter a sweater? I really want to knit one of these patterns, but you know, my daughter has opinions now. And she picked out one, and luckily it was actually the one that I was going to knit for Amira, so I loved it anyway. But I bought the yarn, I let her pick out the yarn, and I got that, and I bought the pattern. It's super cute. Like I said, I'll have it on the screen. And she picked like this peachy pink in the called for yarn. It's called Peach, that was the colorway. And I ordered the yarn on Etsy, but it's coming from Latvia. Is that how you say that? But so anyways, it's gonna be a while before it gets here. It gets here next week though, so pretty quick shipping for Etsy, and that's cool. So I'm just waiting for that to come in so I can start that sweater. I've really been finding that knitting has been easier while I'm nursing, because I can have my boppy around me and my son can kind of be nestled up against me and my hands can be free, but like my forearm here can help hold him to me. So I guess that's my trick. But whereas with stitching, I don't like having a loose needle around the baby. It just scares me. Even as a second time mom, it still just scares me because, you know, if I drop that needle, I would just feel awful if he got to it somehow. So anyways, I've just been doing a lot more knitting, and that's why I have like all that progress on the Colorwork sweater that I had cast on a couple weeks ago. Because yeah, you guys haven't even seen this yet. It was a new cast on since I last filmed. And I haven't blocked this one either, but this yarn gets so soft after you block it. In my opinion, it's already really soft, but it's gonna be even softer. I'm really excited about that. I also think it'll be cute over like these. I have a lot of white button-ups like this one that I'm wearing. I have a lot of these, and some of them are linen, some of them are like a poly silk blend. This one is a linen one though, and I think that like a little cardigan like that will be super cute over the top of this. I thought I saw a loose stitch, but it's not. Ooh, that would have been a nightmare. But anyways, that is all my stitching and all my knitting, I think. Sorry if I forgot something, but now I can kind of clear my little basket and start fresh. It is Tuesday today, I think. I think it's the 20th, and I'm just gonna move on into life stuff. So my son Malakai, that is his name, Malakai. It's a biblical name. My daughter's name is also a biblical name, but my son Malakai, he is almost a month old. On the 29th, he'll be a month old. He was born on leap year. He was my leap year baby, and we did pick that day because I had a C-section, because my daughter's birthday is the 1st of March, and so I wanted his birthday to be in February. Originally, I was gonna pick a week later, so I was gonna pick March 7th to be his birthday, but then I was like, you know what? I would much rather have him have a February birthday and be able to celebrate like mid-February, and then my daughter be able to celebrate her birthday in March, in the beginning of March. So he'll kind of always have an early celebration, but that kind of works for leap year because leap year is only once every 4 years. So because of that, you know, you're gonna have to pick a random day to celebrate your birthday anyways. But that didn't bother me. A lot of people, like the nurses that I would see, would always tell me like, oh, why would you pick that day? And I always thought like, why does it matter to you? But I think it'll be fun, and yeah, he's just my little leap year baby. I will post some pictures. I took some pictures in the hospital, and that's how I announced his birth. But yeah, Malakai Lunalilo, that's his middle name. Lunalilo was a king in Hawaii. My husband is Hawaiian and Chamorro, for those that don't know, so he's Micronesian and Polynesian. And Lunalilo is his grandfather's middle name, so it is a name that we passed down. And it's just really special. So we are definitely, I mean, I wouldn't say struggling, because I feel pretty good. Like, I feel happy, and I feel, you know, excited to take on the day every day, I guess. But I definitely am getting very little sleep. Like I said, he definitely struggles. He has his like nights and days flipped around, but like I said, my pediatrician has been helping me on ways to flip that, and it's definitely been working, because last night he slept for like a 3-hour stretch, and then slept again for like another 3.5 hour stretch, which is really good for him. He definitely had some issues. He had a tongue tie that was really, really severe, so we did get that cut, and he's been able to gain weight because he was losing way too much weight way too quickly, and so I wasn't able to just nurse. I had to also supplement with formula. I'm still doing both just because he needs to gain more weight. He had lost a significant amount, and that wasn't good. So I've been to several lactation consultant appointments, one of them to do the tongue tie surgery, and we have another one coming up sometime this week. But that'll be great, you know, just to follow up and see how he's doing and make sure that he's gaining weight. The cyst on his brain seems like it has not affected him in any kind of physical way. I don't know if it's affected him, you know, in other ways. I'm not sure just yet, just because he can't talk, you know, so obviously we won't know. But we are really, really blessed and thankful for that. So thank you so much to everyone who continued to like pray for us and pray just for our family and for our son, because yeah, miracles happen every day, and so why can't I believe that one will happen for me? And it did. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not, because this is the first time I put makeup on in days, okay? So I'm not gonna cry. No, no ma'am. But I'm just really, really thankful for you guys. Yeah, you have no idea. And I also want to say thank you so much to everyone who continued to purchase things from my registry. I got some gifts in the mail after he was born, and that's just so, so kind of you guys. And also for people who have used my Buy Me a Coffee link when they saw that I had given birth. Thank you. I definitely need it. I am so exhausted, but that's life with a newborn, you know? Amira, she celebrated her 6th birthday, and she had an absolutely amazing birthday. She had already, like, we had her birthday party weeks in advance so that she could have her special day. But then on her birthday, because I was in the hospital, my parents had her, and so they did a little special birthday cake, and she had to open all her presents with grandma and grandpa, and she just had a blast. She's been the best helper. Oh my goodness. I definitely don't like asking her for too much help. I don't like asking her for help at all because she's 6, and I think that she should just enjoy her little 6-year-old life and, you know, do her thing. So she pretty much just does her thing every day and chills, and her life hasn't really been affected in any kind of way from the birth of Malakai. My husband was able to be home with us for 2 weeks. That was amazing. He's back at work this week. And so it's definitely been an adjustment getting her to school and everything, but it's worked out so far. And yeah, she's been great. This last weekend was the first time we like went out for a big portion of the day since the baby was born, because I did have a C-section, so I'm still recovering, and I've been off my pain meds for quite some time now. I'm not a big pain meds person. Not like Tylenol and Advil, but like hard pain meds. I don't like the way they make me feel. So I stopped taking those pretty soon after I got home, as soon as I could. And I feel fine. I'm doing good so far, it seems. My C-section was pretty easy. I did have like one, I had an IV go bad, and that's been giving me problems. Like pretty severe pain, because my IV was right here, and yeah, it went bad. So that's not fun, but I'm gonna talk to my doctor about it once I get to my next appointment, in the hopes that, I don't know, there'll be some kind of magical cure for it, but I don't think there is, unfortunately. So yeah, that was the only complication really, though. Everything else has been good. Got his birth certificate ordered and paid for and on its way to us and all that fun stuff. So just been super busy. A lot of appointments, which really sucks, especially because like we had to have all the tongue tie appointments, and we still have more of those. So it's like driving out to the hospital constantly, or to the lactation place constantly, and that's a lot, especially when you have very little sleep. So it's been hard, but it's been good at the same time, and we're just so incredibly blessed that he is healthy, and he has gained back the weight. So since I started giving him more formula, he has gained back weight, and that is amazing. So yeah, I'm just feeling pretty grateful. But yeah, I think that is really pretty much everything. We haven't really been doing much else besides just taking care of the baby. My husband, like, he really has picked up so much of my slack, because obviously I'm taking care of the baby. And so like he meal preps all of my food for me, grills all my chicken and everything every single weekend, and just has been taking really good care of me. And I'm super grateful for that. Also just taking really good care of the house too. He's been on top of all that stuff. Cause I like to be, I'm very organized, probably to an unhealthy level. And my husband knows that, so he definitely had to like start picking up all the things that I couldn't do, and he definitely did. So he's been amazing. I'm just feeling very grateful for everyone in my life right now, including my friends and including you guys too. I've received so many messages on Instagram, just congratulations and thanks, and just everyone's just been so nice and kind, and I'm really sorry I couldn't get back to everyone. It's just, you know, recovery and newborn and all that stuff. I know you guys understand, but I still feel the need to apologize for not getting back to you guys, because I do like having those conversations and chatting with people. It's just that I have so little brain space, or even brain waves, to be honest. They're like they're turned off. But yeah, it's been good. I really think that that is pretty much everything. So hopefully I remembered everything. Hopefully I see you guys in the next, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks from now. I'll probably film again if I have enough to show. So hopefully I do. Sorry for the background noise. Again, dehumidifier unit that got installed. I can't turn it off. It literally doesn't have an off switch. So I love that, but hopefully you guys don't mind the background noise and it's not too bad. But yeah, thanks everyone for just being part of this little community. I truly just love you guys so much. So hope you have a fabulous day. Bye.